this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Flush to his right. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
You have to give a look.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson with a big-time... Well, these Buccaneers coming off a 4-game drop-off from a year ago, 9-7 in Dirk Cutter's first season to 5-11 last year. It's now 10 straight seasons without a playoff appearance, and in fact, they have not won a playoff game, Charles, since winning Super Bowl. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Alex Okafor in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch. But still
looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Green 39. Gun. Detroit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14.
Detroit.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Howard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. He hits Rodgers in the flat. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And the return this time. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll drop the throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ken Crowley. And his guys. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Gone!
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
No, check, Patriots!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Humphries. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jaquiz Rodgers taking it in. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor. In there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The interception. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Howard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Bucs on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Saints, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.